Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Ding back here. And the question for all of us is, do the Eagles make a trade? Do they go get that left tackle? Do they go get Joe Staley? I think they do. I think they should. I want to hear what you guys have to think. Let's do a little bit of talking. How's everybody doing out there? Let me get this thing on here. What's up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? No trade for Jimmy TV. Martavius Bryant. Ooh. Martavius Bryant, Troy Smith gots to go. You give me Martavius Bryant, I would take him. So Bell, I changed my name. Oh, okay. You always change your name. You thought Dak was better? Pfft, forget about it. Don't be a dingbat. Hey, what's up, Vester? What's up, Turk Boy? Wow! Woo. Here he is. Let's do this. I think you got to make a trade. I think Joe Staley is coming to town. I think you make a trade. I think you whine him, you dine him, you bash his face in, and you get him to Philly. That's what I would do. No doubt about it. We need Joe Staley. Yeah, I agree, Samuel. What linebacker would you want to trade out there? At least can get, you know, AB, I don't even know what linebackers there are. What's up, LT Matters? Look, guys, I want to take your questions tonight. You lay them on me. We'll talk because I want to hear what you guys have to say. I made my opinions very clear the other day that I would move Lane Johnson to left tackle and I would try to get Staley otherwise. Billy, it's your birthday today, buddy, really? Happy birthday, Billy. You'd have Dwayne Brown over Joe Staley. Dwayne Brown's been sitting all season, right? He's been a holdout. I don't want anybody who's been holding out for a long period of time. You know what I mean? Joe Staley is old and they want too much. Yeah, well, they can't get too much. I don't think they can get too much. What do you give up for Staley, though? Here's what I think I would give up for Staley. This is what I would do. I would offer a 4th-round pick, right? Because we got 3, maybe 4. And then maybe something in 2019 that has, like, you know, like a scale. So if he plays in this many games and the Eagles win a Super Bowl, it turns to like a 3rd-round pick or something like that. Something weighted and scaled, maybe, to get it done. But I would give a 4th-round pick. You don't have a 2nd, you don't have a 3rd, and I'm not giving up a 1st. What's your ideal trade for Staley? I think a player the Eagles could trade is Trey Burton. We have plenty of depth at tight end. Didn't the 49ers just trade a tight end, though? Don't they have Selleck's brother? Senior report on Matt Forte being a traitor. Would he fit our system? I don't know. I don't know if I would trade him. What's up, Gregory? How you doing, buddy? What, Philly, what about Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie? I don't want anything to do with him. He's a giant. He stinks. I'm sorry. I'll never forget the few years ago where he was holding up the fingers. Remember? It was him and somebody else that the Eagles had 0 rings after he played for the Eagles. Never again. I don't want him on my team. The Eagles need to make a trade by tomorrow. Yeah, they do. Rosa, Martavius Bryant. I am a huge Martavius Bryant fan. Huge Martavius Bryant. Before I had a channel, I mean, my brother will tell you, I wanted Martavius Bryant in that draft so bad, and I was so mad when we didn't get him. I know he's got off-the-field issues, but if you could get Martavius Bryant to the Eagles, I would love it in a second. In a second. Are you kidding? Fly, Eagles, fly. What up, bud? What's up, Travis? Sidney Jones should have been back. He's definitely not injured no more. We need to get him live reps. I don't want to rush Sidney Jones. I don't want to rush Sidney Jones. Let Sidney Jones rest the whole year. Let him rest the whole year. Let him rest the whole year. Eagles fan from, oh, love you. Thank you, Reclermo. Thank you, buddy. I want Staley too, James. I want him too. Yes. I don't care if he's a locker room problem. He will be good here. I think with Carson Wentz arm, Martavius Bryant, woo! Boy, that would be something. Our cornerbacks are no need to rush. No need to rush Sidney Jones. Let Sidney Jones come back when Sidney Jones. Like, give him a year. We don't need Bryant. Too much problems and complaints. Too much about not getting targets. No need for that person. Steven, I understand that perspective. I do. I'm a big fan of Martavius Bryant, though, personally. Looking back, maybe we should have gotten Bowman. Yeah, you know, if Bowman was a free agent like a week later, it would have been really good for us. Staley said he wants to stay in San Francisco, but we need him. I know, Marcos. That's why what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit there, and when he gets to Philly, I'm going to send fans who just want to meet him, autograph. So when he comes into the hotel, he's getting cheered. I'm sending gifts. I'm sending food. I'm sending everything, man. Everything. You're going to wine dine. Make this guy be like, hey, I could get traded here. I can get traded here. This isn't a problem. I know Bowman says that, but I also, you know, Bowman wanted to say, yeah, he did. On the score for Sunday, I have the Eagles winning this game Sunday 37-13. I think the 13 is a late score, and then we'll take it from there. Do you think Alshon deserves a big contract? This is interesting. I think he does. He's clearly opened up the field for other players like Ertz and Aguilar. And Wentz has also missed him in about 4 to 5 deep balls. When it comes to Alshon, I am undecided, okay? Because I like Alshon. I agree he has helped the other guys. But I am not going to pay him so much money that he would want, like what, $17, $18 million to just be a guy just drawing attention. He's got to give me more than that. I am not sold on him. There's other guys. I might want Jernigan back more than I want him right now. So I want to see how Alshon does the rest of the year, but I don't know. I'm undecided about bringing him back for the money we're talking. Mac Hollins and Barnett need more snaps. Definitely. Definitely. It was so nice to see Barnett get 2 sacks. Do you think Wentz will get MVP? I think Wentz will get MVP. Right now, today, he would be MVP. I think he's running away with the MVP. I don't even think it's close. I think there's nobody even close to him right now. But, look, there's a lot of games left to play. I don't know. If they get a 1 or 2 seed and finish 12-4, I would think he would. Wow, these are coming so fast, guys. So if I miss a question, just repeat the question, and I'll try to get to it. These are flying. I want Martavius, Staley, and Matt Forte. I want those 2. I don't know if I want Forte. Sharky Girl, dingbat, 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 dingbat report for duty. Do you trust Big V? No, I don't trust Big V. No, that's why I don't want him at left tackle. Personally, I would have put Lane there. You know, that's supposed to be where he's supposed to play anyways. Wish if we trade Alshon for Bryant, I wouldn't trade Alshon for him. Why did you get a channel? What does that mean? Let's trade for King Dingbat. Dude, as long as I don't have to run any patterns, if I could like hit people and steal their cookies, I'm in. Why are you saying the Eagles should sit Sidney Jones but not trade for Dwayne Brown because he held out for training camp? Well, because you're talking about Dwayne Brown coming in and he hasn't played in how long? Has he even played this year? What I'm asking, if he hasn't played all year, then I'm going to have him come in and start at left tackle right away? I don't want that. I would rather get Joe Staley, who's played every week. As far as Sidney Jones goes, Sidney Jones come back from an Achilles. Okay, he's never played 1 snap in the NFL. He's not no preseason, no OTAs. I think it's going to be too much to throw at a rookie. That's why I wouldn't rush Sidney Jones back. Does Darby play Sunday? I'm going to say Darby does play. And I'm okay if he doesn't. But if they want to get him some reps with this crappy 49ers team, then why not? But he's got to let him be 100%, right? What up, Philly 500? You're the only Eagle fan I respect. The rest of the girls in skirts are a bunch of busters. Oh, Ricky. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I think we eventually should move Lane, but not midseason. That could ruin the offensive chemistry. Maybe the bye week they make a move, but sure as heck, not now. I think Staley is the move. All right, so let me explain my Lane Johnson thoughts. If you can't get Staley, the way I see it, you have the 49ers, then you have the Denver Broncos, right? So you have the 49ers. No matter what you do, if you move Lane Johnson to left tackle, he's going to struggle. It's going to be an adjustment. But you're going to beat the 49ers. Then you have the Denver Broncos. If you, for some reason, were to lose that, that's an out-of-conference game, right? That's an out-of-conference game. So it's not going to kill you. Then you get a bye week. Then you're playing Dallas. So this would be the stretch that you could do it. But I understand not wanting to ruin chemistry. But I have a hard time trusting Big V at the left tackle position on Carson's blind side. I don't want Sherman. I really don't. Can we trade Foles? I mean, we can. I don't think we will. Need to call up Buffalo, see if any defensive players are available. Marcel Darius traded Jacksonville for a 6th-round pick. Yeah, that's an interesting trade. Are the Bills going into clean house now? Are they going to go clean house? Because you know who's in Buffalo. You know who I want in Buffalo. I want my man. I want my man. I want my shady. Lane wouldn't have time to move to left tackle and get used to it. I think he would. He's supposed to be eventually their main guy. I think I trust Lane to get used to it in 3-4 weeks more than I trust Big V 8-9 games. But I mean, preferably I would rather have Joe Staley. You know what I mean? Hey Philly, what's up? Can I get a birthday wish from King Dingbat? Hey Billy, I don't know if I can pronounce your last name, Michalowski. Happy birthday, buddy. King Dingbat wishes you a happy birthday. Are we a win now team? How much do we go in versus focus on future? Is the future really now? I'm excited. Man, that's a great question. Here's the thing. How many times do you start off 6-1? How many times does the NFC look so open? You know what I mean? I think that you have to really balance it. I think right now, where the Eagles are in the season, I think you kind of have to go into win now mode. Not overly do it, but I think it's okay to get rid of like a mid-round, 4th-round pick. I think it's okay to make a move to try to make a run this year because nobody expected 6-1. I think you kind of become a win now team to a certain extent. Nothing like extreme, but I think you have to take a shot right now. Staley is the go-to move because we really don't know if Peters would be back next year. Well, I don't think Peters can come back and play left tackle next year. I think Lane has to be it. I think Joe Staley's the move. I think that's the best move, the smartest move, and it's the move I would do in a minute. I think we're going to sign a linebacker? I don't know. I don't even know who's available linebacker-wise. Like, really, I can't even think of any names. You know, I guess somebody's saying here, Nate, Gary, Jerry. I don't know. I always say it wrong. But I think that's almost what you're going to have to do is go with what you have. Phil, I just got here. Is something going down? Nothing going down. I just wanted to come on and do a live chat. I haven't been doing them as much as I used to, and I wanted to start doing at least 1 or 2 a week, not on game day, just to talk to the peoples. No, Alshon isn't the only reason. He's part of it. Can I send you a cake, Philly 5? Yeah, you could send me a cake. I worry about Hicks' injury history. Yeah, the injury history with Hicks is very concerning. This is getting to be like every year, and now it's for the year. I'm concerned about it too, you know. What's up, Eric? How you doing, buddy? Thunderstorms on Sunday morning, huh? Look, I don't see how San Francisco can beat the Eagles in a rainstorm, in a snowstorm, in a blizzard, in a hurricane, a tornado. I don't care what the 49ers throw out there. They ain't beating us. It's from Mick Ilski. Okay, it's Polish. It's okay. You can't pronounce it. Happens. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate it, but I'll work on it, buddy. What up, Green Forest? Do you think we are going to trade out of the 1st round for more value? We should take a late 1st round, and we could trade to replenish the 2nd or 3rd. Seth, I think it just depends on who's available. It depends on the players available, but I do think that that's a very realistic possibility. You would definitely get a 2nd and 3rd round, most likely, to do that. It was win now when we sign all these 1-year deals. You don't sign 1-year deals for 3 years down the road. Agreed, foolish. I totally agree, buddy. What up, Caleb? How you doing, buddy? Hey, how you doing? I don't think we need to trade. I have faith in this team. Hey, That's a lot of people do. Me, I think you make the trade, you make the move. I would definitely try to get Joe Staley if I could do it. I think, look, guys, you're gonna go 7-1. You're gonna go 7-1. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Then, if you beat Denver, you're 8-1 at the bye. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I like your face. I like your face too, buddy. What up, Anthony? I saw Darius trade to the Jaguars. Yeah, it's a little shock to me. I don't know. Is Buffalo ready to clean house? What do you think our biggest position of need going to this year's free agency period in the draft? I would say tackle, running back, and linebacker. Those right off the bat for me. Where's the bitter dingbats at, y'all? We're going to do it tomorrow. I couldn't do it today. I have my one daughter. My older daughter has strep. Then, my youngest one, late last night, her throat is all red and stuff now. So I had to go back to the doctors with her. I didn't know when I was going to be home, what time I'd be home, whatever, because I had to go get a throat culture. So I talked to him, Adrian, and we decided we'll just do it tomorrow. Thank you, Jonathan. Would you give a first rounder for Staley? We could secure Pierce for years to come. No, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm all for going all in to a certain extent right now, a win now, but I'm not giving up a first round pick. I'm just not doing it. No way. Marcel Darius is another Albert Hainsworth situation. He got paid, now he stinks. But hey, look, they got 6th round for him. And the Buffalo Bills pissed me off. I gotta tell you, man. They got lucky. 2 wins they shouldn't have, and they would be trading Shady to Philly. Staley's too old for first round. Yeah, I'm not giving a first rounder. Would you trade a first round for Staley? No. For Staley, no. I'm not trading a first round pick. You know what I mean? But there's one guy, I'll tell you right now. There's one guy in my mind, one guy my eyes are on another team right now. And it's not a position need, but it's wide receiver. Brandon Cooks is going to be a free agent. I want him. If he can become available, I want the Eagles to go after him. I wanted him last year. 4th year for Staley. Yeah, I think a 4th is fair. And even if you want to do something like a scaling something in 2019 where it's like, if he plays all 16 games at left tackle, if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, if this or that, you know, I'm okay with that. You trade for Staley and Garcon for Torrey Smith and Vinny Curry. What? I'm so confused. Staley, Garcon for Torrey, they wouldn't do that. Nobody, the 49ers had Torrey Smith and he stunk for them. They don't want him. I don't want anything to do with Kiko Alonso. Don't trade with the Patriots. They usually come out on top. It wouldn't be a trade. He would be a free agent. What are your thoughts on Jason Peters? It's horrible. It's horrible that he got hurt. I'm not surprised that a 35-year-old tackle got hurt, though. I kind of was worried about that. I had talked about it in the offseason. But it's a horrible injury. I love Jason Peters. I love Jason Peters. And especially when he protected Foles. You guys remember that? When Foles took that shot and he went at the guy. He went bang! He went at the guy. It was beautiful. Niners head coach said it would take a lot to get Staley. Yeah, Strayer, but you know what? Let him speak. Of course he's going to say it. He wants to up the value of him. So, yeah, I would say that too. If somebody said to me, we want to trade for Torrey Smith, it's going to take a lot to get Torrey Smith, even though all you need to do is sell him for a bag of donuts. He was probably frustrated. I missed the first part of that Johnny Talk Sports. What's up, Johnny Talk Sports? In my opinion, oh, dude, you gotta go. I can't take that crap. What about Jalen Smith? What about him? I don't understand. How I feel about Forte, the Eagles? I don't want Forte. I mean, maybe I think he's old. Maybe I don't think he has anything left, but I don't want him. You know, I think he's old. I think that I would rather go with Blunt and more Smallwood than Forte, but I would try to get Shady. Torrey Smith, to me, has looked bad. His last year in Baltimore, he looked bad to me. In his last year in Baltimore, he looked bad. I think the Eagles have a chance for Bills left tackle because they're loaded and building draft picks. I need to go. Which tackle are you talking about? I keep getting confused with the names. I would not trade for Kiko Alonso, no. Shady would make this super team. Oh man, I know. And that's wrong because I just can't let the fact that we traded Shady for Kiko Alonso. I can't get over that. I'm stuck in that, you know. Forte leads the league in scrimmage yards since '08. He's a good runner, pass catcher, and most importantly, pass blocker. Yeah, I mean, look, he was a great running back. Look, I'm not. I'll put this. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not. It doesn't excite me because when I think of Forte today, I think of an old running back. But maybe I'm wrong. You know, I haven't watched the Jets. You know, would you sign Cooks and let Jeffries walk, or try to get both? Eric R. You know, I'm not sold on Jeffrey right now. I'm just not. I want to see the rest of the year, but I like Cooks. I like the guy. I like his speed. I mean, I definitely like Alshon's size. I know he takes coverage and people worry about him, but I think they would be pretty worried about the speed of a guy like Brandon Cooks. Glenn's contract is huge, though. He's owed like $9 million next year. Everybody wants more. You guys really want Martavis Bryant. Is he going to go? I thought there was no way the Steelers were trading him. Trade Smallwood and a third rounder for Staley. How's that sound, buddy? Well, you don't have a third this year, so it has to be a 2019 third. I think about it. I'm not a big Smallwood fan. You know, Martavis Bryant seems to want to be traded. Yeah, I like Martavis Bryant. I had a big thing for him coming out of college, and I wanted him, and I was so mad when he was out there. And who did we take? We took Josh Huff. Josh Huff stinks, and we took him. I was not happy about that. Clement's fumbled scared me, but he's got talent. I liked Clement. Clement made a hell of a catch. That was a hell of a catch in the end zone with 2 feet. I couldn't believe he caught that. Where 6-1 players should be begging to get on the Eagles. I agree. And as long as you got a quarterback like we got, they're going to want to come. Bryant is a bum. Would be a poison in the locker room. He's the guy who complains about how many passes he gets. You might be right. Bryant wants to get paid, though. I think it's time to promote Mac Hollins. Yeah, I don't see the Eagles getting Martavis Bryant. I think if they make a trade, it's going to be for alignment. Mac Hollins deserves way more reps than he's getting. Absolutely 150,000%. Jeffrey is above average. I think, you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, Carson misses Jeffrey a lot. I think Jeffrey is just a lot slower than people thought he was. I knew he wasn't going to be fast. But I like Jeffrey. I think we got to let the year play out. But I'm not, you know, there's guys on this team that are going to be free agents like Timmy Jernigan that are much more concerning to me to stay. Mac Hollins, yeah, I like Mac Hollins. That ain't cruising. I don't believe that's cruising. Cruising don't talk like that. I honestly don't want Jeffrey and Smith. Well, I don't want Smith. I mean, I have videos. There's videos of me ripping towards Smith saying I don't want anything to do with him. And I took a lot of heat. I took a lot of heat for that. With our season the way it is, I don't think we can take any chances with substitute, and we need to go to the trade market. Look, I think you're 6-1. I mean, at what point do you say, look, we got a chance to go to the Super Bowl, we got a chance to go to the championship game, we got a chance to go far. We gotta go out and make a move. You know what I mean? I think so. Ron, Mexico, Philly. Brian would be a horrible in Philly. He would be complaining about, yeah, a lot of people agree with you. You know, I don't even think you're wrong. But personally, I like the guy's talent. Sell the farm and get what we need. We're 6-1. Tour needs to bounce. We need to upgrade. Look, I think Mac Hollins should get a shot. Don't you guys think he should get a shot? I got a dingbat here. I got to deal with you dingbats. What are you dingbats doing? Go somewhere, read a book. Read a book and learn something. Don't speak because nobody wants to hear what you have to say. You're a dingbat. Read a book, dingbat. I'm not getting excited until we reach 10 wins. Man, I'll tell you what, son. You cannot get excited, but man, these are a lot of fun weeks, and they're very fun to play. Is Pete Morelli at the Lincolns? I don't know. He ain't doing the game, is he? Does Big Stim? I have no idea, good fella. Why isn't Zeke suspended yet? Yeah, that's a mess, isn't it? That's a mess. Personally, I don't think the NFL should have been able to do that. But the problem is Dallas is going to run into the situation where he gets suspended and gets upheld like at the most important part of their season. And what's going to happen is he's going to be gone in December. He's going to be gone, and it's going to totally screw the Cowboys. You can see it coming. It's going to be great. The NFL is probably trying to get the Cowboys to the playoffs. They always want to get the Cowboys to the playoffs. But guess what? The Cowboys ain't going to playoffs. Cowboys are going 8-8 this year. That's what I said at the beginning of the year. They're, 3-3 right now? I don't think they beat the Redskins this week. I don't think they beat the Redskins. I think then they got to go play Kansas City. We'll know a lot more about Dallas, I think, after the next 2 games. If Dallas doesn't win the next 2 games, San Fran is a must-win. If it's not, that's the season. I don't understand, Todd. If we get Cooks, would you trust him at running back? No, I wouldn't. Oh, God. Oh, God, thank you. I got a stupid dingbat troll who is going around with my name, and I got to block him. It feels good to block you. Don't use my name. Don't use me. If anybody ever sees somebody like that talking like that on anybody's live stream, it ain't me, because I would never speak like that. My parents didn't raise that kind of dingbat. At 6-1, make a move now. What a move. I agree, LT. I think you're right. Joshua, I'm sorry. I missed the first part of your question. Re-ask it. I had to deal with a dingbat. Would I trade for I love Tyreek Hill. Yeah. What's up, Sports Fury? Shout out to the Sports Fury. You guys are the best. I'll be going on their show. In a few weeks? I can't wait. That'll be fun. I love them. If you haven't seen their channel, go watch their live streams. It's awesome. I go there. I watch it all the time. And you know what? Subscribe to them and watch them. And watch me block this dingbat. Dingbat. Dingbat, dingbat. Let's dance, dingbat. You want some of this? Let's do it. They don't like you, Johnny Talk Sports? Why? Aguilar and Holland should be our 1 and 2. Well, I like Aguilar right in that slot. So I'll keep Alshon, I'll keep Aguilar where he is, and then I'll give Hollins that outside spot. Hey, Philly 500, do you think we will get a middle linebacker or left tackle? I don't know, man. I don't know. The Real Bird Gang News. What's up, buddy? He does his own channel too, Real Bird Gang News. Check him out. Check Johnny Talk Sports out also. He has his own show. Check all those guys out. 500, can you get a few of us trusted viewers to help block the dingbats? Yeah, LT, I'm going to have to do that. I think we're going to have to do that, buddy. And I will reach out to you because I trust you and I know you. So, yeah. Why does Skip think the Cowboys are going to bounce back? The only teams that beat are trash. Skip is a dingbat. He's a Cowboy fan. He's under the satanic spell. I'm going to be reading Them Boys a nice bedtime story tonight. I can't wait. I can't wait to read it to them because they want to be them boys. They're like little boys. They can't come after men. If we keep Alshon, we should not go after a wide receiver in the draft. I think, look, I don't know what they're going to do in the draft, but I would assume the first pick they're going to draft has got to be a tackle or a running back or a linebacker. Jay, man, you're going to get blocked too. Dude, I don't know why people like this talk like that. They think it's funny because they can hide and then nobody can see them. But they're just little babies that live in their mommy's basement, probably with their little diapers and coloring books. They're probably playing Minecraft. And you know what? My kids are probably whipping your butt in Minecraft too. I don't even know how you do that. We should draft a third down back. Look, we need a featured first round back. You know what I mean? We definitely need to do moderate. Yeah, Cloud. They come out, man. They come out. This, you see that? I missed it. Basement Trolls, yep. Hey 500, did you see the image I made for you with Photoshop? You can use it. Strayer, yeah, that was awesome. Strayer, he made this image of Philly 500, like a little icon type thing. It's very, very cool. I'm going to definitely use it, and I'll definitely, you know, show people that. It's very cool. It's so cool of you to do that, man. Thank you. Will you trade for Juju Smith-Schuster? No, I don't think they want to trade him. I actually like Juju Smith, actually. You know what I mean? But he's a rookie, right? Who's the biggest threat to the Eagles? I think right now it's the Seahawks with their defense getting beefed up. In my opinion, the biggest NFC East teams that scare me are definitely Seattle. The Redskins were one, because I really think the Redskins are a good team, but they lost to us twice. So I would say Seattle probably. The Rams. Those are the two teams that scare me. I am not scared of the Saints. I know some people are. Saints don't scare me. Minnesota don't scare me because of their quarterback situation. But the Rams scare me, and Seattle, more than any team, scares me. But if you could put the Eagles in a home field situation in the playoffs, I don't think anybody in the NFC can beat us. Would you get rid of Blunt and get the back from Penn State, the back from Barkley? That's my favorite player in college football. Hands down, that guy is awesome. I think I would keep Blunt one more year and still bring in a featured back. That's what I would like to do. I don't want bold. I want speed. The one thing I think the Eagles need is speed. Listening to Francesca today on the WFAN, and a caller asks, what do you think of the Giants taking Barkley in the draft? Almost crashed my van. Look, a lot of Giant fans want Barkley, but I think it would be a big mistake for the Giants because they're going to have to go get a quarterback. When are they? Let's say the Giants draft 1. Let's say the Giants draft 2. When are the Giants going to have a chance to draft that high? You got to take the quarterback. I don't think that their backup quarterback, they can know how good he is. So you got to take the franchise quarterback. Otherwise, they're going to end up with a great running back and no quarterback. They're going to be mediocre for 10 years. Scarborough wouldn't be good in this offense. He reminds me of Le'Veon Bell. Trade first round pick for more picks and get both Scarborough or LJ Smith. Let me tell you, the whole way this whole draft is, you think it is right now, it's going to change completely. It's way too early to even know or speculate where these guys are going. And if I miss a question, I'm sorry, they're coming so fast, guys. Rango Eagles 56 Kimball. What up, buddy? You making videos, little man? What up, Philly? What up, buddy? When we drafted Pumphrey, I was pissed. Me too, Todd. He's tiny and not solid like Sproles. They tried to replace Sproles. Right, they did. And the guy that replaced Sproles was Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen reminds me of Sproles. And the Eagles, the first pick, they took Mac Hollins. The very next pick, I believe, Chicago took Cohen. I would have took Cohen, and then I think, and I believe Hollins would have fell to their second, fourth round pick. What's up, gamer? Buddy, how you doing, buddy? I don't like Darnold or Rosen, so I want Barkley. I don't know. I like Rosen. I think Rosen's going to be good. I don't know, man. We could have had Marlon Mack. I like Marlon Mack, yeah. Look, we could have done a lot of things. There's a lot of guys that we didn't take, right? But at the end of the day, you got this. So what do you guys think of Carson Wentz? I mean, is he as good as I think he is? I mean, am I crazy? Because I think this kid is going to be a top 2, 3 quarterback. I think he's an unbelievable quarterback. We have had Mixon, yeah. Rosen has traits of an NFL quarterback. Just makes dumb decisions. Look, I like Rosen. I think Rosen's going to be good. Pick 14 was too early to take Mixon. No. Here's the thing. If you go back to the draft, right, the move to make was during the second round, when Cook was dropping, all you had to move up was like 3, 4 spots, I believe, right? You could have given up like a 4th round pick and gotten Dalvin Cook. And he got hurt, yeah, you know what I mean? Wentz is elite. We see a glimpse of it last year. We see it. I mean, yeah, I mean, he looks unbelievable. Kamara was better. Was the guy better than McCaffrey? Kamara, I like Kamara a lot. Intense 31. Do I want the Redskins or the Cowboys? I want the Redskins to win for the Eagles. Because the Eagles beat the Redskins twice. They hold tiebreaker. And Dallas plays us twice. So Dallas really is the only team, in my opinion, that has a chance to win this division. Nobody else. So yeah, I think that for the Eagles, if Dallas loses, it helps us. Trade Foles to Giants. He's better than bummy Eli. Eli is a... Oh, yeah. Kane. Battle of the Canes. I'm starting round 2. Battle of the Canes. I got four guys. One from each NFC East team. I will be announcing who is in it starting tomorrow. I think the Redskins are going to win. Everybody's picking Dallas. Can you believe everybody's picking Dallas? Why are you picking Dallas? Oh, look, a dingbat. You're so stupid. I hate dingbats like that. I do the bang a ding. You know, we're going to have bang on a dingbat day. Get rid of the dingbat. It's so stupid. I mean, these people don't have a life. You don't have a life. I thought trades were locked after week 6. I don't know what is it? It's October 29th this year. Don't sleep on the Saints for wins in a row. They got a top 3 defense. C-Dub came in. I don't sweat the Saints. Maybe I'm being disrespectful, but they don't scare me. Thank you, Kyle. Love watching your channel, Philly. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, buddy. Philly 500. Give the dingbats a bottle. Give them a bottle. Give them a bib. I'm gonna have my kids come in with bats and beat the crap out of their faces. Do you think we have another injury this season? We start Sidney Jones? No. I mean, personally, there's nothing you can do, especially now, that I'm going to put Sidney Jones in this season. He's not going to come in off an injury and start. He would have to work himself in very slow. People would not be happy with the little he plays. I hope so too, gamer. Trade for McCoy plus Lyman for a first-round pick and someone else valuable. Man, that's interesting. I hate giving up that first-round pick, though. But, man, you know what I mean? I think Cleveland will pick number 1 overall. They might, yeah. And they won't take a quarterback. I need to go spend some time. I need to go spend some time on Cleveland sports radio. Because I can't imagine what they're thinking right now. What are they thinking when you see Carson Wentz tear teams up like that? When you see Big Ben win Super Bowls? I mean, why did they pass up on Carson Wentz? Can somebody explain it to me? I think our first for San Francisco second and Staley would be a great trade. That's probably only going to be a 2 or 3 slot drop. That's interesting, yeah. Because what you're saying is you're betting that the Eagles, you're putting faith that the Eagles are going to be picking last in the first round. Yeah, you know what? I think, Seth, I think you won me over on a trade. Boom, I like that. We don't need it back. Use Blunt the right way. He'll pay huge dividends. I say feed Blunt more. The Browns should take Barkley and cut Crowell. I think the Browns should take a quarterback. Marcel Darius was traded 6th round in 2018 to the Jaguars. I know. He was. It's unbelievable. What's up, Marcellus Aaron? How you doing, buddy? Imagine Eagles trade for Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith, and Nelson Aguilar for Kenny Britt. What would you and EDP? I don't want Kenny Britt. I don't like him. I would be very upset. And I would want heads to roll. Browns is where quarterbacks go kill their careers. Well, they take the wrong quarterbacks. I mean, dude, when they drafted Johnny Manziel, were you guys was like dumb pick, right? When they took the kid from Notre Dame, I forget his name. He's on TV now. It was like dumb pick. I mean, they always take the wrong quarterback. Who runs them? I can run the Browns. I can literally make the Browns a competitor. Give me 3 years in the Browns organization. I will make that team win. It's not rocket science. You know what I mean? Let's get Landry. You mean from Miami, League Finesse? Philly 500. Behind the Eagles in second place is the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think they can beat us at home or away. What do you think, Philly 500? Joshua, here's my thing. Who's the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? Okay, when you get to the playoffs, it's always two things, right? It's the quarterback and it's the defense. Now, the Vikings have the defense, but I don't think they have the quarterback. I don't think that they have the quarterback that can win even one playoff game. And if Bradford's healthy, I wanted to get rid of Bradford because I see him as an average quarterback. So I don't sweat the Vikings. I respect their defense. Don't keep them in the game, but I'm not scared of their quarterback. You know, and I like the kid that got hurt. His name's slipping my mind. Bridgewater. I love Bridgewater, but it's a shame what happened to him. They've had bad luck, Minnesota. I love Miami's running back. JJ, I love him too. Yeah, Bradford will be back by the playoffs, but the Eagles would manhandle his ass. Yeah, I think so. I don't sweat him at all. You know, that's the whole thing. The guy that I respect and fear, there's two guys. I mean, there's one real main guy in NFC. He's hurt. Aaron Rodgers is hurt. Then you have, you have Russell Wilson. I respect Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's a great quarterback. Great quarterback. He's a concern. Jared Goff is an unknown. We don't know how he's going to play in a big game. Imagine Browns get Julian Edelman, Carson Wentz, Todd Gurley, Bowen, Michael Crabtree. Marcellus, are you trying to kill me here? I don't want all those guys going to New England. Do you think we should bring back Sidney Jones? Greg, I do not. I think there's no need to. See, I think there's a misconception that Sidney Jones is healthy, that he comes back, and all of a sudden he's your starter. That's not going to happen. He's going to come back. He would have to practice. He would have to start from the back. He would have to work his way in certain moments. He probably would have a hard time adjusting to the NFL this year. And then what? He gets burnt and beat up a little bit, and then he has a lack of confidence. I say just let him rest the whole year and start from the OTAs. Did you see Matt Forte might get traded to the Eagles? I heard a lot about that, Casey. It doesn't excite me. If the Eagles got him, I wouldn't be upset. Truthfully, if they got him, I probably would I would justify that as a great move, because I know he's talented. I just think that he's old. But look, if they could get him on the cheap, I'm okay with it. But there's a guy in Buffalo that I still think can be plucked out of there. If I miss any of your questions, I'm sorry. It's very, very. It's coming very fast, and I really, truthfully, I thought that this was going to be like 8 people in here. I thought Friday it would be very slow. Eagles need young talent with fresh legs. I agree. Barring injury, Carson will be Hall of Fame, man. LT, this kid's impressive, man. Isn't he impressive? I can't believe it. I mean, I remember saying that I thought he would have to be an MVP candidate to be, in the playoffs and to get to the playoffs. He's unbelievable. Is Jernigan injured? He left not that I know of. Nothing serious that I've heard. I have notifications for your channel. Love you, Phil. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that, buddy. Forte will be good receiving back. Yeah, he is. He's a very good receiving back. Did you tear up when Macklin caught that deep ball last night? Yeah, I said to myself, I wanted Macklin back. I like Macklin. I still think he could do it. Forte is too old. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, does he have stuff left? I haven't really watched the Jets, to be honest with you. If Wentz gets hurt and Foles comes in, we have a mother 2013 season. Look, if Foles had to come in for like 2 or 3 games, that would be fine for me. And I know I haven't been doing a lot of these live streams, and people have been asking me, when am I going to start doing them again? This is it. I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 a week on non-football, non-game days, just to talk and hear questions and hear what you guys have to say. People say that Carson started off well last season and fell apart, but Wentz wasn't this good last year. Well, look, when you're a rookie, it's very hard to say. I don't put a lot of stock in that kind of stuff when a guy's a rookie, and teams adjust. This year, we're almost halfway through the year. He's not going to fall off. If he does fall off, we have to figure out why. But when you look at his ceiling and his potential, this is unbelievable. Yeah, knock it off. That's what I'm wondering. Will Foles play? Will we actually see Foles? We may, because I think this is a blowout. We are picking Dallas because the Skins are hurt. Yeah. A lot of people were picking Dallas. I've seen a lot of picks for Dallas. The Redskins are banged up. But there's one thing with the Redskins. I just think the Redskins, I think Kirk Cousins is very disrespected. I think he's treated very bad. I think people don't give him a lot of credit, and I think he's pretty good. If Wentz wins us a playoff game, he leaps off Cunningham as my second favorite quarterback. Ooh, Eric R, man. It'll take me a little longer for that. It'll take me a little longer. Cordy Glenn, left tackle Bill's trying to get traded. Jaden, I'm interested in that move, man. Man, Cunningham is my favorite Eagles quarterback of all time. I love that guy. You know, a lot of times your favorite guy, the guy that you like the best is like when you're a certain age. Like it's when you're young and you're a teenager. These guys make a big impact at that age. When I was young, it was Randall Cunningham, it was Reggie White, Jerome Brown, it was that group. And those are my favorite, and to this day. McNabb is my second favorite. And Carson is on his way up. Wentz has more ability than people realize. Cunningham is my favorite too, but Wentz has the same escapability that he did. Wentz has a great combination. What made Cunningham so wonderful was that nobody had seen anything like that. You know what I mean? He wasn't as fast as Vic, and he wasn't as like mobile as Vic, but nobody had seen anything like that. And the thing with Cunningham is he could throw better than Vic could. He was a way better passer than Vic. He had 34 touchdowns throwing one year, and like 900 plus yards running. Sam, who I got? Astros or Dodgers? I'm going to take the Dodgers. We should get Sammy Watkins from the Rams. The Rams, what did they trade? They're not going to trade him. Actually, he's starting to play better for the Rams, I think. He's starting to get adjusted. I like Watkins. Kyle Fuller is a free agent after the season. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about corner anymore. What I'm worried about position-wise is my tackle spot. I still don't like the interior of that line. I still don't like the center. You need a linebacker. You may need two linebackers. Okay? You may need another wide receiver. And then I need a running back. The one thing I want to see from the Eagles, especially from their weapons, I want to see more speed. I just wish we had a little more speed. Aguilar has great speed. Hollins has some speed. You know what I mean? But I like that speed. I want the guys that can touch the ball at the 10-yard line and go 90 yards. Those are the kind of guys I like. Redskins beating Dallas. Yeah, I got Redskins beating Dallas. I think it's a must-win for the Redskins. It's a more important game for the Redskins than for the Cowboys. Mills and Robinson have played well. I think too much is put on Wentz last year. Wide receivers led the league in drops, probably contested catches too. This is how it was Riva now. Yeah, well, I agree with you. And he was a rookie. You know, rookies only can do so much. You know what I mean? How about that, Cowboys? I don't think that's really you, buddy, because I don't think you would speak like that. We should trade defense for defense. Thoughts? I don't know. To me, if I have to make one move right now, I want Joe Staley from the Niners. We should get DeAndre Hopkins after the owners. What did he say? But they just gave him a huge contract. Hey, Philly, do you think any of the Eagles wide receivers will have 100+ yards game this Sunday? I mean, I do. Yeah, I do. Look, this may be the game Alshon comes out. We say it every week. Don't you feel like every week we're saying Alshon's going to have a breakout game? This is Alshon's breakout game, but then it doesn't come. I need it to come. Eagles run the NFC. They can't touch us. Steelers, Chiefs, Patriots worry me. What do you think, Philly 500? Yeah, I for the most part, I agree. The two teams that worry me in the NFC are the Seahawks and the Rams. But if you could get home field advantage, you're going to be fine. Natty boy, how your girls feeling? Thank you for asking, buddy. Thank you for asking. My oldest has strep, and my youngest one was just tested for strep. So they're sick. You know, they're coming along though. They're going to be all right. What would you think if the Eagles signed Revis for the playoffs as experience? I wouldn't want that. I don't want it. I don't want Revis. Big Ben plays like me at the link. They're sick. Hope they get better. Thank you, gamer. Owner said you can't let jail record Anthony. He really said that, Marcus? That's messed up. Jeffrey's breakout game will be against the Bears. Ah, that's a good one. Yeah, you may be right. But I hope we don't have to wait that long. Hopefully by that time he's like strung a couple, you know, back to back to back to back. Trade Wentz for King Dingbat. You keep Wentz. You don't want me throwing the ball. Although I could throw better than some actors. You see actors in like movies, like I hate when actors do sports movies and then they have to throw. Like then they're like, I hate it. It makes me not watch the whole movie because it just looks too fake. I won't throw like that. I could throw the ball. Philly Fight, I love your channel. I tell people all the time to subscribe and watch your videos. Joshua Simber, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It really does. Damn, Philly Fight, I'm impressed with your knowledge of your team. Thank you, Rick. Yo, we just traded for Deion Buchanan for a 4th rounder. Just kidding. Oh, God. That was when I did the whole Shady thing in the summer. Everything was, dude, we just traded for Shady. We just traded. And people got me. Like, first couple times, they got me. Goodfellas, Lone Eagles is a Sea of Cowboys fan. Love you, bro. We need Shea. I would love it. Can King Dingbat throw better than Kaepernick? Kaepernick has a flamethrower. He's an arm. But I'm just talking about, you watch some of these sports movies. Go watch some of these sports movies. You can tell when an actor is completely unathletic. I was watching War of the Worlds, and they had Tom Cruise throwing a baseball, and he's like, I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I hate Chip Kelly so much for getting rid of Jackson McCoy. Jimbo, dude, it still to this day bothers me. What you know of Wentz, right? What you know, what you have him. Can you imagine if you had Shady right now? My God, it would be unbelievable. No, you cannot. Would you trade Hightower if the Patriots wanted to? Wait, I thought Hightower's hurt. Do you resign Robinson all season? To be determined. It depends. I like the way he's playing, but next year I'm gonna have Darby. Next year I'm gonna have my man, what's his face? Sidney Jones. What's up, CD Nation? Tom Cruise is in the mix for Philly's pitching coach. Yeah, right. Inmates run to jail as a metaphor. People are trying to make it racial because that's all the media does. Yeah, they want anything that puts people at their throats, they're going to do. No doubt about it. I wish Steve Smith will make a comeback to the Eagles. Yeah, he does a pretty good job, I think. Sixers going to win a game. Well, they won the other night. I was very heartbroken. That Houston game, that really hurt. That hurt, man. But look, they're going to be fine, the Sixers. Do you think Smith will have a breakout game against his old team? I do not. I think Mac Hollins is going to start to play more. I don't think Torrey Smith, I didn't like the signing when he did it. You can find videos on this, and you'll see like a lot of dislikes and people just killing me about Torrey Smith. How could you say that? You're so negative. But look, his last year in Baltimore, he was not good. He was not good in San Francisco. He's just old. I don't think he has much left. We need to address this offensive line. Staley is a must-need, especially if we're in the playoffs. I agree. I mean, look, you're 6-1. You're going to beat the Niners. You're going to go to 7-1, right? So now you're 7-1. You play Denver. Let's say you win. You only have to win 4 more games, and you're a number 1 or 2 seed. I think you got to try to go out and get Staley. I think it's a must. I don't know who else to get. Can see you twerk? No, you cannot see me twerk. Only my wife can see me twerk. I think the Seahawks are a threat, but I think they're more of a threat in Seattle. If they get home field is what. When I talk about Seattle threat, I'm talking about getting home field. I don't want to go play Seattle in the playoffs in Seattle. Love the King Dingbat live. How often does your channel do this? Natty Boy. I was doing this a couple times a week and I had stopped for a while. I'm going to start doing it a couple times a week, so probably 2 or 3 times a week. Plus, you know, game day and that kind of thing. But I like my streams are pretty much come in and talk to you guys and answer questions. So, and then I deal with the trolls. I give them timeouts. They set off the Dingbat emergency broadcast system. Sometimes I have cookies on the camera and all sorts of things. Now we got a lot of things coming up. There's a lot of people coming in. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, thanks for watching, buddy. Where's the fantasy video for this week? Oh man, I didn't do it. I have to get my man to give me some info. Maybe I'll put it out tomorrow. Why isn't Okafor playing? I'll take him in Portland if you guys don't. I don't know. They just sit him. They sit him and they don't play him. I don't understand it. Sam Alou moving up the depth chart like a rocket. Yeah. Making videos and doing what you do is harder than people think. Much respectfully, and thank you for making videos with us. Respond. Thank you, Joshua. Man, it's so nice to say. I appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys out here. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. Could it be possibly that the Eagles make a trade for a right tackle and just move Lane to left? Dominique, that is something I think would be good too. I personally like Lane at left tackle. They don't want to do it. But I think it's the right move. I do. I think that's the right move. And I think playing the Niners, Denver, and a bye is the perfect time to do it. But they're going to play Big V. So we're going to find out. Love your takes on our Eagles. I want to start making videos like you. Any idea of starting out? Dakota. My thing is just have fun. Just just speak your mind, be honest, and say what's on your mind. Some people like it, some people won't. And just respect everybody's opinion. That's how I feel. Who do you think has the most chance of coming back to the NFL? Steve Smith, Chad Johnson, or Terrell Owens? I would say Steve Smith, but I don't think it'll happen. I don't think any of them will. I feel like Hicks is on the verge of being injury prone. It's a shame because he's hell of time. Marcus, he's like my favorite defensive player. So it bothers me a lot that he's hurt. But I agree with you. I agree. Ever watch YouTube channel? No, I can't say I have, CD. Do you think we should try to get Jarvis Landry next year? I would be open to that. I like Landry a lot. But I'm telling you, my eyes are Brandon Cooks. They were last year. This is his last year. So I don't know if New England brings him back. But see, that's what I want. I want the Eagles to get more speed on the outside. I think Mac Hollins I think Torrey Smith has speed, but he's not consistent. He doesn't do enough. He's always just one thing. He's just one thing. You know what I mean? Do I have social media? Like I have Twitter, which is at Twitter is at YoPhilly500. So it's YoPhilly500. Do you think the Eagles should run Blunt more? Yeah, I do. And I think this week he's going to get a lot of carries because they're going to be up so much. Tony Romo is out this week. Tony Romo with strep throat. He has strep throat, really? Dude, I got to say this. Tony Romo does a really good job. I kind of like him as an announcer. I couldn't stand him as a Cowboy. I wanted to bash his face in. But I think he's a pretty good announcer. But that's funny. He's got strep throat. Was he at my house? Was Tony Romo here? He better not be coming to my house. So you like Clement or Smallwood? I like Clement. Smallwood, I've been so underwhelmed by. He's always hurt. He's always something wrong with him. And I can't buy into Smallwood. And it's a shame because I like the fit, the kind of running back he is. But he doesn't do enough. He's a great announcer. He is a good announcer. Tony Romo's a great announcer. You can tell he's a lot of passion for it. Yeah, he's a lot better than I thought. I like Clement too, yeah. Yeah, he really is good. You think Hollins could be a Pro Bowl receiver? I think that the sky's the limit for a guy like him. I think he's very good. I think that he's definitely the last 2 weeks getting a lot more snaps than he was. So I think you're going to see him start to take over for Torrey Smith. I think you're going to see more Mac Hollins and less Torrey Smith. And I'm okay with it. After the division winners, only 2 non-division spots for the playoffs. Who goes? Seattle's, Rams, Boys, Skins, Lions, Vikes, NFC South, maybe the only one team from the East this year. It's interesting. So here's how I see it. You got the Eagles, number 1 seed. Let's say, right now I would say Eagles, Seattle, 1, 2. Then you're probably looking 3rd seed, the Saints. Then you have, I think Minnesota, because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be back in time. So then I would say Minnesota 4. Well, Minnesota may be number 2. There's a big fight for 1 to 4. So, but I would say Eagles, Seattle, Minnesota, New Orleans. I don't know how the seeding's going to turn out, but those are your 4 division winners. I think the Redskins are a wild card team. I'm telling you, I think the Redskins are a lot better than people give them credit. So I expect the Redskins to win. I think they sneak in a wild card, and I think the Rams. Knowing Ben McAdoo, he will probably go after the playoffs instead of a quarterback in the draft. I missed the first part of that. Why I don't miss Jordan Matthews? I don't miss him. I don't at all. I mean, you know, look, Aguilar has been good. 3,500. Let's talk more defense now. What do you think about Patrick Robinson being rated the best corner in the NFL? If that comes from PFF, I don't put any stock in. I don't agree with like what Pro Football Focus says. Like half of the things they say, I don't ever agree with. To be honest with you, I just don't. So I don't. When they say that kind of stuff, I don't pay attention. Nah, man, stop telling us straight up, man, what y'all ordering tonight. What do you mean? What position do you think we should target in the NFL draft next year? Well, I mean, I always say take the talent, take the best player on the board in first. But right now, I would say there's 3 positions that stick out. Running back, tackle, and a linebacker. Yeah, it's because PFF, I just don't like a lot of what they say. Favorite video game, Philly 500. Kirk. Ooh, sports or non-sports? My favorite sports video game franchise, even though I'm frustrated with it, is Madden. I just think that it's getting boring now. My favorite video game of all time to play is The Last of Us. You guys ever play The Last of Us? That game is unbelievable. That game is my favorite game, hands down. Eagles have less and less of a chance to go anything less than 10-6 every week. Eagles are too good to just lose 6 out of 9 games. Exactly, foolish demon. Exactly. That's why, look, you're going to win this week. So you're talking 3 more wins. Out of 8 games, you only have to win 3 to get 10 wins. This team is going to be a 1 or 2 seed. So if you could go out and get like Joe Staley, I think you got to try. I would do it, man. I would definitely give it a shot. Well, these are flying in. Ronald Darby, I don't like the system. I don't like the fans. What? Is that what he said? Eric, all right, Eric. See you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for your prayers. Right back at you. God bless, man. Thank you for coming by. I do see some young Brian Westbrook and Clement because of his versatility. He has just to put it all together. I like Clement. I really do. I don't know that I think Clement is a future franchise running back or anything like that. I still would look to upgrade, but I like him. Hey, Phillies. Gregory is saying troll dingus Spanish about you and your wife. Okay, who is it? When it comes up again, Rams all day, I'll take care of it. Thank you, buddy, because I wouldn't have known. Last of Us, I never played it. I watched the whole game on YouTube. It's way better than the game in most movies. Todd, it was like the coolest game ever. Darby is solid. Yes, he is. Who was saying stuff in Spanish about me and my wife? That can't be the real one. I don't think that's the real Gregory. Man, there's so many trolls. What is your outlook on Marcus Johnson? I like him. I don't think he's ever going to be like a solid roster player. I think he's always going to be a borderline make the team, that kind of thing. I like his speed though. Don't worry, come to the Eagles game. Rams fans will knock sense into you. What? My favorite game is Fallout 4. Favorite game ever is Jet Li Rise of Honor. Favorite sports game is Madden 04. Okay, and Matt Basel. Very cool. I liked Fallout 4. And is that the real Gregory though? Because the Gregory I know, I don't think he would say that kind of stuff. We'll see. I just don't think that real Gregory would say that. So what do you think about us being thin at linebacker? We need to make a move. Yeah, look, you're thin at linebacker. I don't know what linebackers you can get. To me, I'm more worried about the tackle spot. I think you're going to have to put... I think you're going to have to go with what you got. But I didn't like what I saw from Walker. Good. I didn't like it at all. Do you still think Tampa will come on the rise? God, Sammy, I really thought they were going to be good. After the way they lost to Buffalo, I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah, that was good. Tackles are biggest, it is, yeah. I only played Madden for like 20 minutes this year's Madden. I was just like, this is like last year's. I still might buy it, but I'm much more interested in maybe getting NBA 2K18. If you had to, would you release Fletcher Cox or Wentz? What? I would never release Wentz. I don't think I would release Cox. No, I'm not releasing either of them. But if I had to release one, I would release Fletcher Cox. Come on, let's hope. Let's keep it 100. You hope they beat the Cowboys. I hope who beats the Cowboys? The Redskins? Look, it makes it for the Eagles. It makes sense for the Cowboys to lose to the Redskins for the Eagles. The Eagles have beaten the Redskins twice, so they own all tiebreakers pretty much on them. You know what I mean? Now you have Dallas still has to play the Eagles twice. So if the Dallas lost to the Redskins and the Eagles won, that would make him 3 games behind. So yeah, you have to hope. But I think the Redskins are good. Would you do a Philly 500 gaming channel, Kirk? I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I never really thought about it. I'm not opposed. Philly 500, do you think that this is going to be a team that makes consistent NFC championship runs throughout the next 8 years? Joshua, I think they're going to. Yes, I think they're going to win multiple Super Bowls. If this quarterback is as good as I think this quarterback is, yes, I think so. I think you're going to win a lot. I'll be your Huckleberry. Great movie, Tombstone. So if I do the Cowboys scare you at all? They do not scare me at all. No. I predicted the Cowboys 8-8. They're 3-3. They're exactly what I thought. I think the Cowboys, here's my take on the Cowboys. Cowboys, and not a joking around take, I think the Cowboys had a really good season last year where they had everything go their way. They had a great offensive line. They have a great running back. To me, Zeke Elliott is a top 3 running back in the league. So you had him, and I think that Prescott was able to get through a lot of things as where like Wentz was going through learning. Even Goff towards career, they were going through struggles and certain things that I think Prescott got out of. And now that that line isn't as good as Dallas was, I think Prescott's going through those growing pains. So I expect Dallas to take a step back. But then the following year, I think Dallas rises again, and then it's the Eagles and Dallas for a long time. That's the truth. I agree with your predictions. Thanks, buddy. It may have been asked already, but what about the Eagles' offensive line now without starting their left tackle? It's a concern. And I'll tell you, I'm already concerned about the interior of that line. So I'm definitely worried about the line. I want to see how it goes. I hope Big V can step up. I hope they can make a trade. I mean, look, you're 6-1. You're going to be 7-1 at the halfway point. Don't you think that you got to make a move for Staley? I mean, yeah, you give up an extra pick or something. I mean, you don't want to sell everything for win now, but at some point you have to kind of do it a little bit, right? I mean, you're 7-1. You were in a position to go to the playoffs as a #1 seed. Yeah, you got to go make a move. I think you have to. Rango Eagles, Philly 5. Bye, buddy. All right, buddy. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Fake, the judge is still out of town. Yeah. Well, I think that's the other thing that's going to happen. I really think the Cowboys, by the time Zeke gets suspended, it's going to be the most important time for them, and they're going to get hurt. Do you think the rain will affect us? Nah. I mean, look, like Garrett Blunt's only going to run better. Carlos Hyde's a good running back, though. He's another guy I wouldn't mind if the Eagles traded. Philly 500, what so you think its team play will come in playoff time? Wait, what so you think this team will play like come playoff time? Through weather, mainly rain. So I think they're going to be fine. I think this kid is cool customer. Do the Eagles need to get a running back early in 18 draft? I think so, Andrew. But they don't have a second-round pick or third. My AFC predictions. Okay, let's hear this. Chiefs, Steelers, Patriots, Ravens, Jaguars, and Raiders. Interesting. Rams all day. I got to think about this. I guess I feel pretty much agree for the most part. Only thing I think is, at some point, I expect the Patriots to make a run and somehow get to a 1 or 2 seed. But I say you flip the Patriots with the Steelers. Fly Eagles. Impossible? What's impossible? The Eagles have the easiest schedule in NFL Magazine. It's not that bad. I mean, we went through a hard stretch. I really believe that. There's another hard stretch when you have to play Seattle and the Rams away. That's going to be a tough stretch. The Rams all day, buddy. That's pretty good, man. Oh, the AFC. Okay, Alexander, I want to hear yours. Eagles beat Redskins, yes. Raiders lost to Redskins, yes. Chiefs beat Redskins and Eagles. Yep, Raiders beat Chiefs. Raiders are the best. Man, that's dizzying, isn't it? The NFL is a week-to-week league. You know what I mean? I think if you put the Kansas City game, right? Let's say you put Kansas City, you put them in Philly, and you put them in Washington. I don't think they win both those games. I think that was a home field advantage situation. If we make the playoffs, I expect the Eagles will get left tackle or right tackle in the draft with the first rounder. What do you think? I think, Dominique, I think that it's really highly likely. You know, but let's say this situation comes up. Let's say there's a running back who is rated higher than the tackle, okay? And the Eagles want the tackle because it really fits that position. I'm only going to go for the best talent available. So I'm only going to the higher ranked player, the guy with the better ceiling. That's how I do my first round picks. I don't believe in taking position in the first round. Philly 500, do you believe in Doug Peterson? Andrew, no, not totally. I'm liking a lot of things about him more and more. I still think that this whole thing is run through Carson Wentz, but he gets the guys to play. They like him, and he's doing a pretty good job. We need what a move by High Roseman and pull off a Barkley. Yeah, that would be great. Eagles in trade market. Imagine what that money could be used to buy or produce instead. Eagles in trade. Yeah, your point, Charles. Philly 500. I would love to see what happens if the Eagles played the Chiefs again. What about you? Yeah, I would like to see that in the Super Bowl. Could you imagine Andy Reid and the Eagles in the Super Bowl? That would be unbelievable. For every touchdown scored by the Eagles this Sunday, you should swallow a spoonful of salt or pepper. What? Are you crazy? King Dingbat, are the Rams drawing anything at home this year, or will this be a home away from home? You know, I don't know. Rams all day. How are you guys drawing? If you're still there, how are the Rams drawing at home? I haven't paid much attention to their draw. I would love Barkley. If we had the Chiefs at home, we would have beaten them. I agree. I totally agree. New receiver coach is good. Improved Aguilar. Yeah, Aguilar is way more improved. My bad, Grace Show, Philly 500. Check you. My bad. What happened, Grace? Grace Show, Philly 500. Check you later, bro. Okay, buddy. Did you hear Marcel Darius got traded? Yeah, I did. I heard. No way we're getting Barkley. What? I know. I want him. I want Barkley, but I know it's not going to happen. He's my favorite player to watch. My God, I love that guy. I want to see. Whoa, what a move by High Roseman video on Monday. Let's get Stanley. Oh, man. What you got to do is when he gets in here, when he gets to whatchamacallit, you gotta butter him up. Philly Fire, are we going to see Smoking and Stogie on Sunday after the game when you go live with it? Well, it wouldn't be with him. I'll do my own. I'm not allowed to have it in the house. You understand? My boss, the wife, she boom to the moon. If you could have the Eagles players from the past offense and defense of this year's team, who would it be? If I could have any Eagles players from the past offense and defense of this year's team, who would they be? How far are we going back? How far are we going back? Give me like a year range, because we could go way back here. If the Eagles don't get Barkley, hope he lands in the AFC. Yeah, stay away from the Giants. Although, like I said, I believe that if the Giants waste their pick on a running back, they're going to be screwed up for 10 years with no quarterback. Watching a strange human with a hat and goatee is making me wonder if origins of species wrong. Well, Charles Darwin, your whole hypothesis and theories were wrong anyways, dingbat. So keep wondering. If that's what you're wondering, then you got problems. Howie also needs credit for moves he made this year, except Pumphrey. There's a few moves I don't like, but look, Howie Roseman was smart enough to get Wentz. That's it. Aren't humans being supposed to be the most intelligent organisms? Really, is this dingbat really speaking like that? He thinks he's a scientist or something. He's on a football channel. Like, we're talking football, and he's talking about Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is the dingbat, in my opinion. Cowboys will not make playoffs. Nope, 8-8. What the heck? Joe Staley and trade Big V for a backup linebacker. Wait, what the heck? Get Joe Staley, and trade Big V for a backup linebacker? I don't know. Out of Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, Odell Beckham, who would you want? Julio Jones. Julio Jones first, Sam. Then I love Julio Jones. Then probably Brown. And Odell, I don't know. That's a very, Why is the owner of the Eagles Johnny Appleseed? Why are you a dingbat? Philly 500. This team could use a leader character to get the team hype when they come out flat like a Brian. Oh yeah, I mean look, Dawkins was the best at that. I think we should focus on getting a monster linebacker and try for McCoy. Blunt could. Oh man, power of the people. I would be okay with that. Oh, Alexander, I want to see your AFC predictions here. Okay, so Chiefs, Patriots. I agree with that. Steelers, Texans, Jaguars, Raiders win the division. Raiders win the division. Winner seeds to be higher than wildcard teams. He had the Ravens over a division winner. So, okay, so the Raiders, you have the Raiders as the 6th wildcard team, right? And the Jaguars as a wildcard team. So the Jaguars would have to go to, Houston, and the Steelers would then play the Raiders. That would be a good wildcard game. I gotta give Johnny Appleseed a timeout. Are Saints a playoff team? Yeah, I think the Saints are. I think the NFC South is wide open. You know what I mean? My NFC is mixed up here. Here's my list of perfection. Eagles, Rams, Seahawks. Eagles, Rams, Seahawks. Panthers, Saints, and Vikings. That's interesting. Now, the Panthers just lost 2 in a row, but you still have them pulling out the division. Okay. I like it. I mean, I can't complain. I think the NFC conference is so wide open. Rams are too young. They might be, but look, I think, did the Rams play Seattle yet? I'm trying to remember. They beat Seattle? That would be a big win. If you had a choice, would you get Eric Decker or Martavis Bryant? Martavis Bryant in a minute. I'm a Martavis Bryant fan. I know a lot of people don't want the off-the-field stuff. They worry. I understand. I respect it. But I was, like, big in him when he was coming out in the draft. That was the guy I wanted really bad. So I would take Martavis Bryant because of what his speed can do. Yeah, excuse me 1 second. Need a little more light in here. Saints are dangerous, but we got the front 7 to drive us to the Super Bowl. Saints are dangerous, but we got the front 7 to drive us to the Super Bowl. The only way I would be fearful of the Saints is if I had to go to New Orleans. That's kind of like that with like all these teams, really, except for Green Bay. Green Bay was the one team that I was like, Aaron Rodgers, I could see coming anywhere, going anywhere, and just going off. Russell Wilson kind of has that too, because I just expect Seattle to get hot. At some point, they always seem like they get hot. So you think Wentz will take a modest contract to keep more money for a team like Brady? James, I don't know, man. I haven't thought that. I think he's going to take what he can get, and he should. What NFC teams do you fear the most? I fear the Saints and going to Seattle. If Seattle comes to us, I'm not worried. But going to CenturyLink, especially in the playoffs time, they're tough to beat. Yeah, my biggest fear is going to Seattle. That would be my number one fear. But I do think Seattle always seems like they get hot. I don't know that Seattle's the same team they were. My biggest fear, truthfully, was Green Bay with Rodgers. So I would say going to Seattle is my biggest fear. I don't sweat the Saints. If I don't have to go to New Orleans. Panthers selected Cam, 15 minutes are up. Seattle has been divided since the Super Bowl loss. I don't know. The Rams, I think the Rams are another team we got to watch out for. Hey, Charles Darwin, what happens when dingbat Eagle fans put your stupid dingbat butt in a timeout? What does that mean for the world and for organisms? Tell me that. I think that the Cowboys are 3-3 because they really aren't as good as everyone thought. Their true colors are showing. What do you think? I agree. I think they'll be good in the future because I think Prescott will be good. But I think Prescott has to go through some growing pains he didn't have to go through last year. Washington, Chicago will be push hard. I would love Martavis Bryant. I know a lot of people don't want him. Let's not sleep on the Falcons. If they get hot, let's remember they beat Aaron Rodgers. Look, the Falcons, to me, are probably, in my opinion, the most talented overall on their roster. I mean, they have a lot of weapons. They have good defensive players. They have good offensive players. I just think that you can't lose a Super Bowl the way they are and come back. You know what I mean? I think they're in a hangover. You know what I mean? I think that the Rams maybe are probably, when I think about it, the Rams scare me too. I'm kind of scared with the Rams, but I don't know about their quarterback. So I would say the two teams that scare me the most are the Seahawks and the Rams. Dingbat Armies, how do you feel about James White as a future running back? For the Eagles to sign, I think he's one of these guys that's going to fit New England, and he's going to fit perfect. If we're talking about the same guy, what does the grass on our fields? Why does the grass on our field suck? I don't know. Goff can't handle pressure. Goff looks pretty good right now, but I haven't seen him in those big moments, so we'll see. But I think the Rams, the way the Rams play, they're going to be in games. D'Angelo Williams is a free agent running back. Orlando Franklin, free agent tackle. I would give D'Angelo Williams a look-see, but the tackle, I don't want a tackle has been sitting a long period of time. I need a guy that has played that could come in right away. That's what I want. I want a guy that has not missed time, that has played. Joe Staley's playing. That's why I would do it. D'Angelo is like 40. Yeah, I mean, look, it would be a cheap dirt contract, but I don't mind taking a look at him. And when I say taking a look, that doesn't mean I sign him. That means I can say, look, come in and run the 40 and let's see, you know. Do you think the Patriots could beat the Eagles in Philly? With Tom Brady? Yeah. Tom Brady is Tom Brady. Yeah, he can. But we don't have to play him in the playoffs. That's the good thing. Rams will lose their first game in the playoffs if they make it. Maybe. Might be right. But they scare me by the way they play, their style with Gurley, with getting Watkins, and their defense. They got some defensive players. I think the Rams are a scary team. The question is how good is Goff? I believe Wentz is that good. I just don't know how Goff is. I know Goff is better than people thought. Just get home field. Even the Super Bowl would be like a home game because of how close to North. Ooh, Randy, very interesting. You're right. It's in North Dakota. North Dakota is not far from Minnesota. That's true. Huh. Yeah, that's true. If you get, let's say you get a number 1 seed. So you get a bye week. Then you get a home playoff game. You win that one game, then guess what? You're in the championship game, and it's in Philly. Yeah, I think if the Eagles get the number 1 seed, I think they're going to the Super Bowl. Would take Marshawn Lynch? Yeah, I would take Marshawn Lynch. But although he hasn't looked great this year, in my opinion. In my opinion, if you have a good defense, you will beat the Rams. They're not good under pressure. That's where the young part comes into play. Yeah, you might be right. Mama raised a soldier, not a dingbat. Much respect to you. I have respect for you. One person from 2014 that who would you want to come back if they said they would play one last time? And would I get them in 04? Would I get them at their prime, in their prime? There's two guys that I would take right now. And it may not even be a position need. You give me Terrell Owens, I'll take him any day of the week. Or you give me Brian Westbrook. I would take him even though we need tackles, I would take those guys. Especially Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens I would have to take. Dawkins, yeah, I love Dawkins. Dawkins would be up there too. But man, just can you imagine what T.O. would do for this offense? Then we move Lane to left tackle, get Orlando. Yeah. Dawkins, look, yeah. I guess Dawkins is wonderful. Jenkins is good. McLeod good. They're no Brian Dawkins. Don't get me wrong. Terrell Owens on that offense with Wentz, things are going to be fine. Their offensive coordinator by the end of the year, if we don't get better. Things are going to fire their offensive coordinator by the end of the year if we don't. Alexander, who are you talking about? T.O. I like T.O. Well, welcome Brian to the city of brother love with open arms. Yeah, I would love him. I love Martavis Bryant. His talent, his speed, his size. What did he run? Like a 4.4, 4.3, 4.4? Guy's fast. But yeah, he gets in a lot of trouble. That's the problem. Do the Eagles want to put up with that? I don't know. I don't know that they're going to want to go out and get a guy who is saying he wants to leave. Javon Kearse, are we talking about CD Nation? Javon Kearse, you know, he was very good in Tennessee. He came to the Super Bowl year. He was really good. And then he was having this great year. I forget if it was a year or 2 years after the 04 season. I don't know if you guys remember. He had like 4 sacks in 2 games or something, and he blew his ACL out against the Giants in a game where the Giants came back in the fourth quarter. It was a horrible game. But to me, he wasn't the same after that injury. Brian Westbrook is my favorite player. Oh, Brian Westbrook was awesome. I wish T.O. was still in. Me too. Did you see the Jags trade? Yeah, I saw that. Jermaine Kearse, the receiver. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of 04 Eagles. I'm sorry. I take Jeremiah Trotter. He was I love Trotter. When you guys remember when Trotter came back in 04, he didn't start for like the first half of the year. He had to work his way in. They had God, what was the guy's name? Does anybody remember? Was it Mark Simenow? Oh, I hated Mark Simenow. What up, Jamil Blue? How you doing, buddy? So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to do like another 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to call it a day. I'll be popping in. Most likely, I'll be popping in later to read the Cowboys a bedtime story. But I'm going to start doing these live streams once or 2 times a week now on non-game days just to talk to you guys. But probably like another 5 minutes and then I got to go. I didn't really think it was going to have a lot of people today. I thought it would be like 8 or 9 people because it's a Friday. Winston Goff or Winston and Mariota? Wentz over all 3. Then I would go Mariota, Winston, Goff. I really like Winston though. I would say if I had to choose the package of Wentz, Goff, or Mariota, Winston, I'm going to go Wentz, Goff because of what I think Wentz can be. I think Goff is a lot better than people have thought that everybody thought he was a bust, but he's a lot better. I like Jared Goff. I like the way he played. I mean, Rams all day, if you're still here, man, you must be pretty happy with him, right? And you got Gurley, who is a nice fit. You guys got saying what the Rams are doing, I really like their coach, too. Very, very good team. Hey, how about the Cowboys? Are you talking to me? I don't play that. Philly 500, thank you for taking the time to talk to us and answer all. Oh, of course, Joshua. Anytime. I need to do this more. I used to do this a couple times a week. You're talking to me, you don't talk like that to me. Alright? You got to go a timeout. You're being a dingbat. Goff is more accurate than Wentz. I'll give him that. I think Goff is pretty good, man. Goff is just taking long to develop into a franchise quarterback. He is good just taking... Yeah, I agree, real Bird Gang news. And plus, you know, he had that idiot coach. And that idiot coach, you know... Yeah, I don't think... I knew that wasn't the real Channel Cloud. I know. Because he would never speak like that. Goff is like Eli Manning. Well, if Goff is like Eli Manning, he's going to win 2 Super Bowls. That's what you're telling me? There's certain guys that people, I think... really, like, they just never give credit. Like Eli never gets credit, I think, in my opinion. I think Eli was a good quarterback. He won 2 Super Bowls. And I think you got, you know, Kirk Cousins. People are like, oh, Kirk Cousins stinks. Hey, he's a pretty good quarterback. And I think Goff is a pretty good quarterback. Philly 5, I'm still recovering from the whole T.O. thing. He comes here for 1 year. We go to the Super Bowl. Then his big mouth way out of the locker room. I'm still pissed. Yeah, Natty boy, me too. But I gotta tell you, I have a different perspective on it. I blame McNabb. I think McNabb was jealous of T.O. He could have stepped up and helped him, and that would have been it. And he didn't. I think he drove. I think he drove T.O. out. But here's another thing. I also think this. Let me tell you. I also think there was a conspiracy. Now, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I believe that Terrell Owens, when he couldn't get his money, he wanted out. He wanted to go to Dallas. He talked to Michael Irvin. He talked to Deion Sanders. They told him to start problems, to get kicked off the Eagles team, and then you would become a Dallas fan. It was a plan to become a Dallas player. Because they told him to say that stuff about Brett Favre. They knew that would cause too much stuff. And I think that it was a plan from the Cowboys organization to get T.O. off of the Eagles. I believe that. Nobody can convince me otherwise. It was rotten. And that's because they're satanic. They wear the satanic star. Heck yeah, I'm happy. I'm going to get a new jersey of Goff, Sammy, Gurley, Cup, Ogletree, and even Ingram jersey. Yeah. I should only pick one. I have a lot of the 70, 80, 90s O jersey and only 2 Ram players. Wow. And that's Foles and Donald. Oh, yeah? Man, yeah, you got... Oh, you know, Cooper Kupp turned out to be way better than I thought he was going to be. Let me say this. My favorite Ram of all time... My 2 favorite Ram... Well, let's see. I like Eric Dickerson. I'm a big Eric Dickerson fan. I remember him when I was real young. He was towards the end of his career, but... Love Eric Dickerson, love Kurt Warner, love Marshall Faulk, love those guys. The conversation getting thin when they're talking about the Rams. Yeah, feed me the Rams any day of the week. Marshall Faulk, I was a what RD? Look, I'll tell you what. Who said that about which one? The Eagles are going to blow out the Niners. Don't worry. NFC predict Eagles, Seahawks. Vikings, Saints, Rams, Redskins, Seahawks go to Super Bowl. Alexander, it's good job, good pick. I hope you're wrong, though. I hope you're wrong. Marshall Faulk, yeah, Marshall Faulk is up there. I thought I said him. I liked Faulk. Cooper Kupp got hated on because he was slow. Yeah, but broke Jerry Rice's record in college. I was a big no-no on Kupp, so I was totally wrong about him. Do I believe in the Madden cover curse? I kind of do, yeah. I kind of do. Yeah, I do. I do believe in it. Yeah. Seahawks are never going to win a road playoff game in Philly. That's what I think, Randy. That's what I think, too. Although they do concern me a little bit because of Russell Wilson, but I would be pretty comfortable playing them in Philly. But I don't want to go to Seattle. No, Wentz is something else, man. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to get going. It was fun. Like I said, I'm going to start doing this once or twice a week on non-game days. Thank you all for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Got to get going. Got to make sure the kids are okay and all that stuff. Thank you all, guys. Appreciate it. You guys take care. Talk to you later. Hey, and don't be a dingbat.